I picked up a 30-year-old gooseneck trailer yesterday, and I got no brakes. So let's see what's going on here. I'll see around me. I'll go over this way. That noise. Alright, so we're good there. So I was testing, it was our ground, our trailer brake here at the junction box. Okay, so we traced out wires. We got wires going back and forth. You can see there's a splice there. Coming through. Actually in gray wire all the way there. And I have a new roll of this in my camper, so I'll rewire this later. You can see they've got a lot of splices along the way here. Now, jumper wires are rolled down. Multimeters right there. Get stuff nice and neat in here. Under trailer. More splices. More splices. Here's another splice and brake wire there. There's a lot of braking wire splices in this thing, which is not good. That could just be a key problem right there. What I'm going to do is one hooked up to my ground, one hooked up to my brake. We're going to take resistance readings here now. That's just my meter being a pain in the ass. Alright, so still got good continuity there. We're good there. There's more splices right there. They did a number on these brakes. Since they don't work already. Holy shit. Let me piercing this shit ain't gonna hurt. Alright, ground's good. Ground is good up to that point. We're good there. Red. Alright, we got into the wheels. So now what I'm going to do is pull a wheel off. So this is the road side. I'm going to pull off one wheel on the other side just to show you what we're looking for. And then we'll go from there. I'm going to turn you off for a minute while I get some more tools. I think I got the axle. The axle. What's off? I use this there. And that, get it off. This one. And the side is the safe side. We'll try to make it. Tire off. That's going to take. I think there might have been part of the powder left in this one, I don't know. I can't tell. That tab's bent. To lock it in. Right, so that almost just got a locking tab on it that I didn't see. That was the outer bearing. Outer bearing and seal. Everything looks good there. Lines look good. Everything looks good there. Go rip right. I can handle stuff. So the magnet actually looks really new. Everything looks new on this drum. But that's our magnet. I pick our drum back up. That holds there. When power is applied there, it energizes that magnet, which attracts to this, which Let's apply the rear shoe first, so that's working all right. All right, so we're good. Never mind, it's not backwards. I do need to take some resistance readings on our magnets, see what our problem is there, see if we got good continuity to the other side. Find our wires on this side. They're all taped up, gummed up. I don't know what they did here. It's the sound we're looking for. Alright, we got good ground there. Alright, so now, what do we have for resistance between the wires? So we want to have some continuity. We only got like 0.13, 0.2 ohms, milliohms. I think we got an issue with our magnet here. So, this might be the culprit. We should have more than that. We should have about 1 point something. I'm gonna go ahead. That looks really good. Upkeeper. At least I got a little lock back. And that's really pinch sometimes. Don't do that. There we go. So the wire runs through this and it gets pinched inside of there. And locked in, then pushed through the hole. And sometimes these wires can get damaged in there. Set our magnet up a little higher. Everything looks good there. Alright, I'm going to grab one thing to show you all. Alright, so I want to show you something about resistance and magnets. So I have a set of magnets here, wired up like they would be in parallel. And then those crimpless connections are, in my opinion, good for this. They're for testing only. I would not wire anything, especially exterior wiring with these things. Some people that don't know how to crimp wires love to use these things, and that's all I'm saying. That's just my opinion. Now, on a set of good magnets, testing resistance. Since these are a set of 5s, they got an exterior lug. I can't read the meter to tell you exactly what it is, so I'm going to crimp these in, which is not something I normally do. There we go, 1.8, which is about right for a set. We were reading almost 0 on this other magnet, and that's reading a set because I haven't cut any wires. So there's either breaking the wire in this magnet or somewhere else along the way. I'm going to go ahead and use these connectors or this style connector to wire these in temporarily and see if that changes anything. Here, out. Doesn't matter which side which. Alright, I got that. So we had 1.8 before, right? Now let's get a meter. Undo this because now we're all tangled. I'm not sure if you can see the meter, but I can. Talking about 4.8, 4.9. It's a little on the high side, but the magnet's good, so it's something in the wiring in between. Alright. we take this magnet out, the resistance is going to go down the more you have in parallel here. So I measure just this magnet. About 3.8. So that magnet's, this one's actually right. This one still is on the high side of resistance, so I'm wondering. No, she's good. Alright. So we're going to take those out. I'm going to go get some connectors here. It's not here. Alright. So again, I'm not a big fan of these things. I actually don't really like them at all. Except for testing, like I said. Alright, snap that guy back in. There we go. Alright, I'll get those put back up here in a second. Normally, if I was going to use this for a while, I'd go ahead and put some dielectric in it too, but I've got 3 sets of those floating around, so there's no use for a 4th set. Alright. I gotta get back there and get some more off. That's what it was. Real sit until I bring in. Yeah, kids, shot guy. Alright. Now I'll back that back. And go ahead. This guy. Right there. I do just like this thing. Put it back in for now. And the ass. Alright. Now I want to show you something on these maintenance herbs. They're just for maintenance only. Somebody come in, lock onto this guy. And you see that little hole right there? That's where grease comes out of. Bloop. Alright, so that pushes grease there. All it's going to do is fill this cavity. If it can fill the cavity, it might push its way back there first towards your seal, which you don't want. Maintenance only. These are not for repacking, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't repack with these. Alright, now I'm going to reassemble. Maybe turn it off. Okay. Alright, now that off a minute. To get disrupt that seal. Set that way back in. All wire out of there. All wire water. Stretch it. A little bit there. Right now, I'm going to take it down. Drop it. Reload. I always can't start the St. NASCAR, man. When things are glued on, you got a special tape holding them things onto these things. Otherwise, you're going to wind up cross-threading. Alright, we're back together. I'm going to do the other side without off. If I find something, I'll let you know. Alright, so I had that very similar alarm on my 5th wheel where I was not connected. I was getting it here on this trailer too. When I pressed it, I was getting the gray signal where I've got a full output right there. We'll see what 5.5 looks like on this thing empty. I'm probably going to have to reduce it. There was nothing wrong on the other side. I plugged it in between sides and everything was working alright, so it might have just been a loose wire inside of those butt connectors. So I'm still going to rewire everything. I'll probably keep using the original magnets, but I'll go ahead and run one wire from the junction box all the way to the one side, splice that in, not splice it in, but reconnect it with new connectors that have got dielectric grease in it. I got those on order. I got the wire in my other camper. Might, if I can, run a new jumper through the axle to the other side and connect on that side with the same dielectric connectors. I'm going to probably take it to the school to do it, have the students there do it just to teach them a little bit of something. If not, I will video it and show it to you guys. Thank you for watching and have a great day. God bless.